Hello everyone, Armor King TV21 here. Today I have another video for you guys, specifically talking about Armor King and his wall combos. So this is another introduction to Armor King video, and basically Armor King is a king of wall splats. He has plenty of wall splatting tools, and in all honesty, he has one of the best counter hit strings in the game. So, let's go over all the potential damage that Armor King can get just from a wall splat. That's the max damage that you can get on smaller characters. 2-1 into forward 1+4. Now, he has many wall combos. They're extremely simple, like down forward 1 into forward 1+4, down forward 4 into forward 1+4, which does more damage, and then you have the highest damage at 2-1 into forward 1+4. Now, this is not addressing the another wall combo that Armor King has, and this is his Okazm wall combo, so let's talk about it. Down 2-4-3, the blackjack combo. Now this combo does less damage than 2-1 forward 1+4, however, what it doesn't fail in here is that it actually has decent Okazm. Now there's plenty of Okazm options. Let's turn off counter hit to show you just how much damage it gets. 62, 63, but that's okay. As you can see in this situation right here, Armor King gets a wall standing 4 as a mix-up if the opponent tries to wake up. Now, you do have to actually move yourself against Xiaoyu here, but against most of the cast members, you're not going to have to deal with that. In fact, stand up is going to be one of the most common things that people use in order to fight against Armor King here. Because Armor King also, you can altogether avoid the wall standing 4 with side roll. Now this is where the second part of this comes in. If you're expecting your opponent to side roll, you can press down back 2+4 to re-wall splat your opponent to get a free back 1-2 sequence. You can do this. You can also do down back 1+3. It'll get the opponent off the wall. However, you still get damage in of itself because this is a two-way guessing game. Regardless, it's more of a three-way guessing game. It's either the opponent is trying to guess your wall standing 4, or your opponent is trying to guess your down back 1+3, or your down back 2+4. And they can't just mash either break for this. In Tekken 8, you're going to have a little bit more leniency, but this is one of the biggest things about Armor King in his wall game. Now, another thing to know is if the opponent is going to try to do a get-up kick. You can do like full crouch down forward 4-1 to re-wall splat, and you can actually hit confirm it. And you can actually hit confirm it. See that? You can get a bunch of damage just because Armor King in this game can potentially re-wall splat you for it. Nasty stuff. Now this isn't one of the top dogs, but this is actually a really noteworthy combo ender. You can just press 2 into down back 2-4. Just like King in Tekken 8, this is what Armor King gets. Just like King in Tekken 8, he gets a grounded throw. And it leads to the opponent guessing if you're going to do down back 2+4 or down back 1 plus 3. Most people are always going to try to guess the down back 2 plus 4 because it's way too advantageous not to do it. But in this game, if you did it on time, you're actually capable of getting the Rage Drive. Guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. 107 damage. You see how much damage potentially you can get just from the opponent trying to side roll? That's 129 damage. And we're not even talking about the fact that if this is a floor break stage, because it gets even more insane. Now, believe it or not, Armor King does get more wall combo damage. Now Armor King has many capable ways of getting damage at the wall. And that was just going over the stuff that you can get guaranteed against smaller characters. Now, what if we talk about bigger characters like versus King or Paul? Let's just move on to that real quick. Now we're here at Paul. So basically, what you're capable of getting actually increases exponentially because the body is bigger. Look at that, 64 damage off of down forward 1, down forward 4, forward 1 plus 4. That's the type of stuff that you'd get if you do 2-1, forward 4. And that's just, that is a combo we'll talk about later. But as of right now, that's huge. It's huge. It's big damage. In fact, it's 1 more damage than 2-1, forward 1 plus 4. And it's 2 more damage. It's 1 more damage than 2-1, forward 1 plus 4. And it's... Oh yeah, this is the one. There we go. And it's, as you can see, it is 1 more damage than 2 down forward 4, forward 1 plus 4. Of course, down forward 1, down forward 4, into forward 1 plus 4 is going to grant you 1 more damage. And it's big. It's big damage. That's the type of damage that you get against all the male characters across the cast. Just all the male characters across the cast. So in a everlasting combo here, like this one, that is going to be your max damage. And not down forward 1, down forward 4. Why down forward 1, down forward 4 even works in the first place is because, as you can see, Paul slouches at the wall and starts going forward a little bit. So, it just means that it's a tiny re-wall splat. That's why this combo works. Now let's move on to the big boy combos. Now we are here with Craig Marduk. Now this is an example of a big character. So first things first, I want to talk about 2-1 forward 4. This is going to be an overall better ender because forward 4 recovers a lot faster than forward 1 plus 4. So a great example of this is that after, let's say you do down forward 1, down forward 4, into forward 1 plus 4, you are minus 10 with your back turned after your opponent has tech rolled. While if they don't tech roll, then you're put into a situation where they get either a mid kick or they get a low kick. See that? And the low kick is practically guaranteed on you. So, in all honesty, you're probably going to want to go for 2-1 forward 4. You're only minus 6 / minus 14, but that is way better than minus 18 with your back to the opponent. Now then, we're going to get into the bread and butter biggest damage that you can get on big characters. And that's going to be 1 plus 2, 2, forward 1 plus 4. Now this is the big boy Ultimo Ombre damage of all Ultimo Ombre time. This is the big stuff, the big house, the ultimate of ultimates, if you get my meaning. So, we trade this off with damage. And this damage is good. This is the best damage that you're going to get. And in fact, it even applies when you're doing a long combo, which I will show you an example of now.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
There we go. 101 damage. That took a few tries, but that's the maximum damage that you can get on big characters. And that's not talking about bears. We're going to talk about bears. This is going to be a huge topic of discussion when we get there. But that is the maximum damage that you can get just on Marduk. Like on Marduk and on Gigas. And I'm sure you can get even, like, there's one more combo that you can get even more damage on, but it's like so just frame and frame perfect. I don't even want to add it into the discussion. So, I'll probably like show that off in a short or something. But, yes, 101 damage. See, all that damage makes so much of a difference for Armor King in the end. It's so big. It's big stuff for Armor King. And that is why it matters that you land 1+2/2 on bigger characters. And I guess the best example of this is going to be Jack 8 when you get into Tekken 8. 1+2/2 into forward 1+4 is going to be your mainstay combo against Jack 8. Now, when we get, and now the piece de resistance, the next thing I'm going to give you guys is the maximum biggest damage combo that you can get, no matter what. It's even bigger than the just frame combo, and it's going to be funny because it just doesn't make sense. Now we are here at the biggest boy, the one that Dotson X plays all the time, the Sour Piggy Special. We have Kuma. And this also includes Panda, too. Now, are you guys annoyed of bears? Are you tired of Rangchu and dealing with him as your tournament bracket demon? Well, look no further than to play Armor King when Tekken 8 drops, because this is the biggest boy combo to exist! Down 2-4-3. Because it leaves you back-turned into a guaranteed back-turn 3. Notice how right there, that down 2-4-3 turned into from a 62 damage combo into a 78 damage combo. Nasty, disgusting stuff. And we could get into it about how much damage you can get from this. In fact, I may just cut up a piece of a video from earlier that I recorded for this, just to show you the max damage combo that you can get. Boom! 116 damage. Big, huge, nasty. And that's the type of damage that Armor King can get from 1+2/2. You know what's even crazier about this move? As it is a launcher against bears, in this game, and it might be this game only, because it's a big deal, it's a huge deal, that this launches on bears. In fact, you can even do the easy mode and just do down back 2-4. But the reason why I encourage the while standing 4, because obviously you can get 2 of them. Because the bears end up so close to the wall here, you can actually, no matter what, get the stomps guaranteed for 133 damage. And that's just because the wall combo even exists. The wall combo exists, just, in all honesty, it exists just as, like, a means of style, I guess. Because no matter what bears do, they have to eat this. If they tech roll it, that's more damage. And they know it. And on a floor break stage, they're gonna wish that you used Shining Wizard immediately. Because then the combo just continues. 133 total damage, with the max damage combo being 100 damage into a free back-turned 3. Into a free back-turn 3, all because of down 2-4-3. And that is just so insane to me. Let's check out the actual max damage. Look at that. It says 97. Let's remedy that. $94 total damage from forward 3-4-3. Insane. But yes, this has been a showcase of Armor King's max damage and normal wall instances and or also wall combos, just to give you guys an idea of just how good Armor King's wall game is in general. This wall game is so powerful, it makes bear players and bears tremble in fear. From any wall splat, sure, you get to remove the wall, you get to go away from the wall, but if this is already, like, in rage, you're practically killing your opponent with your next combo. $103 damage just from a wall splat. And if you're, and listen, the bear player could try to get wise. They could try to use they could absolutely try to use the 1+2 wake up, but they're just going to get flipped into a situation to where they're not going to be able to do anything. See? And it just goes into a whole Okazm situation once again. And that's already 162 damage. But yeah, that's Armor King's wall game, and just how powerful it's going to be. Now imagine all the 50/50s and everything that Armor King may get in Tekken 8. I'm honestly super excited. I can't wait to see what Armor King can do in Tekken 8, because I already know his wall standing punishment is going to need to be talked about, because immediately moves like this, or moves like this, or even moves like this. Heck, even this move right here needs to be talked about. So, next video, I'm probably going to go over Armor King's while standing punishment. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Toodaloo.